So are all writing niches profitable? Let's find out. I have one new subscriber that asked me a question, so let's go through to it. Here it is. So this person says, I have been following your 6-day writing course and I'm working on choosing a niche. I would like to do spiritual, intuitive writing as I have a good amount of information about this topic, but I do not know if it is a profitable niche. How can I research writing opportunities in this niche? So a lot of new writers are interested in what their passion is, which is intuitiveness. Can I say that, Elna? Intuitiveness, spirituality, a lot about like with horoscope, a lot about books, a lot about poetry, a lot about art, a lot about music learning theory, a lot of these creative types of niches. And they're wondering if they can leverage their passion, their hobby that they've been doing for 10 years into a profitable writing niche. Now, I do have a video on how to turn your hobby writing business into a thriving, successful freelance writing business that makes money. So maybe you might be stuck in that realm. Make sure to check out that video after this one. But if you have an idea of something that is a bit more creative out there and not focused on business stuff that I teach in Write Your Way to First 1K or on my channel, then let me see if I can work with you a little bit here in this video, okay? It may not be cut and dry. I don't know how this format's going to work, but I have some ideas that hopefully won't take away from my course students. I don't want to divulge information that I've shared in my course because people have enrolled in my courses, have paid me to be their teacher, and I don't want to take away from them by just throwing that information to the ethers here on the internet. So I'm going to tread lightly and help you along the way so that you can do these things yourself when you're thinking about your writing niche and not necessarily having to rely on a paid product necessarily, unless you want to take that step, right? I'm here to hold your hand so that you can actually start a thriving freelance writing business that actually makes consistent money so that you can stay home and be a writer for years and years to come, which I have been doing this for almost 10 years, writing content, getting paid for it. I get really excited about this topic. So let's go through it. The first thing I would do is, are there other writers in that niche? That's an easy step that we can all do. On Google, I typed in spiritual freelance writer. Let's just do writer and then see what we get. I'm getting jobs, which are good indicators. I'm getting posts about writing for this market, which is nice. So there's more information out there. Okay, so on Upwork, here's a self-help and spiritual author and content writer. I want you to pay attention how they are titling themselves so that you can take a piece of that market as well. So Christian writing sort of falls under the spiritual market. Again, that's something to consider, is maybe pick a religion and go with that and see if that could be a better path for you, specifically if you want to write in this niche. Right now, I don't see a person. So, was there someone down at the bottom there? I don't know if she's an actual, okay. She does editing and writing. So, want to bring your story, big idea, or teaching method to the world, but don't have the time and energy to write, collaborate with me. Okay, so she does ebook writing. I don't know in what niche, though. It doesn't say. So, she's more of a ebook ghostwriter, which is fine. But what I like to do is I attach just a random name to it, or I play alphabet soup in Google. So, but with that doesn't always work. So I might just put Allie maybe. Okay, so here's Allie Tracy. The energy blueprint. My mission is to be inspirational catalyst for others to reach the optimum potential of joy, health, and prosperity. I accomplish this through consulting, counseling, holistic energy work, and the written word. So she is a freelance writer specializing in screenplays. Oh, here, short stories, children's stories, creative, and business-related copy and poetry. See what she did here? In her own business for coaching and consulting, she is using her passion. But as a freelance writer, she realized that perhaps that is not the path to getting paid. So she switched it up and she decided to focus on actual deliverables, screenplays, short stories, children's stories, creative business related copy, and poetry. So she is leveraging her passion of this spiritual type of writing, self-help type of writing into the freelance writing industry. Okay, so you can see that you can do something like that when you start looking at these other writers. Christian freelance writer is also big. Christian writing is a huge industry. Here is Jara Brown. She's a non-binary writer who writes about sexuality, spirituality here, and social justice topics. So for her, she decided to write about different topics, perhaps because she couldn't just write in the spirituality niche. She needed to broaden her niche to include other topics. And you can see here that she writes for magazines. So that's something to consider if you want to do these types of creative niches. They do well probably in publications and magazines. So just from this small little research that I've done with writers, I can see that they have different titles. I can see that they have to add more topics or deliverables to their niche. And I can see that some are using their passion for their own business, but using something different for their writing business as a freelance writer. And then from there, I would probably start looking at terms. Now, we did see before I started playing sort of this alphabet soup here with names, that there are some jobs here unscripted. We can see that there might be some current jobs here. So building strong Christian relationships. So again, the Christianity seems to be big here. Bible, the relevance today, purpose for life. So there are some things here. Now, I don't know if these are high paying. I don't know this freelance writing platform. It looks like you have to bid for it, which is similar to Upwork. I do not like these types of freelance platforms because you're competing at the bottom of the barrel of low paying writers to get the gig. But you can see that there is something here. And I'm seeing again more of the Christian route. And then again, we can look at LinkedIn just to get more of an idea of what people want and what they're terming their content to get, someone to write for them, which I'm not really seeing anything. I don't know what spiritual writing, maybe spiritual writer. So copy editor for publishers. Perhaps you can lean into that maybe so that you are editing and assisting in maybe fiction work in the spiritual niche, things like that you can consider. Here's a copywriter for Christian Vision. So again, something else with Christianity, Christian writing jobs here in that realm. But in particular with LinkedIn, I don't see lots of jobs specific to what you want. The person who asked about spiritual, like more intuitiveness and things like that, where I feel it would be more for the magazine world. Not a lot of publishers are on LinkedIn. And if they are, I don't think they're actively recruiting writers this way. It's a whole new world that I don't teach. I teach business writing, online writing, things like that, because it's a faster method to get paid. A lot of magazine writings, you can wait 6 months or 10 months or more to get paid for your writing. And it's constantly pitching. So you're on that hamster wheel of constantly pitching to these magazines. So you can get a story, and then there's a backlog of payment and all of that, right? So, but at least you're getting paid and at least you're getting published. So if you have the time, then you can try these creative niches, even like history, art are big ones, and then like religion, spirituality, like horoscope, things like that. So that's my suggestion, is first find out the titles that other writers are using. If there's other writers, then look at jobs. Specifically, I would look away from platforms that you have to bid, like that Scripted and like Upwork or like Fiverr, and look on LinkedIn to see. You can even go to popular job sites that I mentioned in one of my YouTube videos of the top job boards. Go to those job boards and type in spiritual writer, type in Christian writer, and see what you get. See what you get about that topic, so that you can get a firm understanding if this is something that you can viably do. Now, in my course, Write Your Way to First 1K, I walk you through the method of if that niche can support a high-paying writer. There are key indicators that I share with you in that specific lesson, as well as other lessons to ensure that the niche that you're in is viable enough for you to get paid. So overall, I do have some strategies that I did not share in this video. I hope you respect that of me. If if you are interested, if you find these methods worked and you found a lot of opportunities, go ahead and start pitching. Go ahead and develop a pitching process. And if you are interested, if you are getting a handle on this and just need that extra push, I do have my course, Write Your Way to Your First 1K. It's my comprehensive, most successful course to date. I have over 3,000 students enrolled, a private Facebook group that I nurture and help, and other writers help as well. So we are a very supportive community of writers to help other writers. All right, so if you haven't already, you drop a comment. Let me know if these tips work. Try them out for your niche and let me know. See if this is something that you can work with. All right, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Make sure to give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next video.